Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.
All right, just really fast before we hop into today's episode, I would like to just remind everyone that the link to my merch store can be found in the description, but you can also now find it in the store tab on my YouTube channel, which you couldn't find it before, but now it is openly available. So please feel free to check out the store. There are several different options and designs, and we have 7 to 10 new designs on the way here in the next couple of weeks. Appreciate you all support as always. Now let's get into the video. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Didi Got a Podcast. And of course, I'm your host, Didi. So I have a new Erika Kirk theory, and I want to just run it by you all to sort of get your thoughts and your opinions and your feedback, right? So obviously, we've spent the last 3 months covering the Charlie Kirk psyop from many different angles, Erika Kirk being one of the biggest angles. And there are so many different things that we've covered that I don't have to go through in this video if you all have been keeping up. But in my last video, it's been confirmed that Erika Kirk has CIA ties, and it's also been confirmed that her mother is essentially a spy. And one of the last things I said a couple of videos ago when I covered the Erika Kirk CIA story is I said, I just wonder if the information that's been coming out about Erika Kirk, if that's been strategically released by either Erika Kirk's team or the people or group of people that's behind the whole Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk psyop. I propose that, and the more and more I see things happen, the more and more I feel that that theory could be true. If you are a Patreon member, then you should already know that I released a video a couple of days ago talking about Donald Trump, the Great Reset, and if we are preparing for war based on certain tweets or Truth Social posts that Donald Trump has put out, certain press conferences that he's held that no one's really talked about, with him speaking about our financial market in the US dollar, with him asking to increase the military budget. What are they preparing us for? I don't want to say too much here on YouTube. Why? What does this have to do with Erika Kirk? Even when you consider or remember, just a couple of months ago, I released a video speaking about the video that Erika Kirk's father released on YouTube about 10, 15 years ago, talking about this apocalyptic war. It just seems like they have some sort of obsession with pushing this narrative that America is going to get bombed. What is their obsession? What is it that they know that we don't know? Or what is it that they believe could potentially take place that the average American does not know? Well, one of the things I said before, and I'm going to repeat that again here, is Erika Kirk's behavior has become so weird that even if you're one of those people that are not being objective, like a Matt Walsh, like a Officer Tatum, like a Ben Shapiro, even like a Megyn Kelly, and the list goes on, those that either pretend like they don't notice it or they notice it, they may speak on it a little bit, but they don't go all the way that they would if it was a liberal or progressive, right? That was behaving this way, which just means they have cognitive dissonance. They're just not objective. They're not honest. They're hypocrites. But I said that Erika Kirk's behavior has been so weird that she has to know that her behavior is weird, right? The people around her has to be, in some sense, able to see some of the things that we're seeing. And if you're huddling up like a team and you're strategizing on how to handle the media, how to handle this thing since the Charlie Kirk situation took place, then I would like to think that somebody in her circle has told her, listen, of course, I know that you're innocent. Of course, I know that there's nothing weird going on with you, but I'm just letting you know from a public's perception what it appears or what it looks like. So maybe we need to do this going forward. But instead, that's not what's happening. Instead, she claims that she wants privacy. People are saying that she should be able to grieve in silence or in peace, but she's everywhere, nonstop. She's constantly doing interviews. She failed at providing an alibi on September the 8th after the Mitch Snow guy story about claiming that he believes that he saw her at some hotel, either on or nearby the Fort Huachuca base. And according to Candace Owens, she was told that Erika Kirk has been busy to just simply resend a text message to show that it's Charlie Kirk's number that she was communicating with, allegedly that she was with Charlie that day or whatever. But then you see her attending these baseball games and or wherever she was at. She's attending sporting events and she's posting all these pictures. It doesn't seem like a woman who's too busy to simply resend a text message. And so now here's another video of Erika Kirk interviewing another governmental official or military official speaking about EMPs, which I believe stands for electromagnetic pulses, and the threat of Iran bombing the US and the effects or the impact, negative impact that is, that it could have on millions of American lives. So I want to play just a portion of that clip, or just play the clip in itself. And then I'm going to catch you on the other side. I'm going to explain to you how I believe that this and the Donald Trump thing and all of it could be potentially tied together.
I'm Erika, the host of Millennials Rock, and I'm here today with the incredible Dr. Peter Pry. He is the Executive Director of the Task Force on National and Homeland Security and Director of the U.S. Nuclear Strategy Forum, both congressional advisory boards. He has served on the Congression EMP Commission, the Congression Strategic Posture Commission, the House Armed Services Committee, and the CIA. He is also the author of Apocalypse Unknown. Thank you so much for being here, Dr.
Well, thank you for having me to discuss this vitally important subject.
Absolutely. I wanted to, I know we're quick on time, but I wanted to be able to touch a little bit of topics on the grid vulnerability that we have here in our country, and just basically tell the audience what exactly EMP is and what are the threats that we need to be aware of as Americans, and what our major security issue here in America is right now.
Well, an electromagnetic pulse can be generated by a nuclear weapon detonated at high altitude in outer space, basically. So you wouldn't see any blast effects, there'd be no fallout effects, but it would generate a super energetic radio wave that we call an electromagnetic pulse. This EMP would destroy electronics across all the continental United States, collapse the power grid, communications, transportation, business and finance, and even food and water would become unavailable. Mm-hmm. The Congressional EMP Commission, on which I served, estimated that given a year-long blackout that would result from a nuclear EMP attack, 9 of 10 Americans could die from starvation, disease, and societal collapse. Wow. And you could do this with a single nuclear weapon, just one nuclear weapon. Wow. And we have seen Iran, right in its military doctrine. This is basically why they want the bomb. We've also seen them practice launching missiles from short-range missiles from ships to simulate an EMP attack.
So this sort of, again, buys into my theory that what if these things are strategically being released by whoever is over the Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk project, if you will, PSYOP, if you will. Because why aren't a lot of these things coming out? Like, there's just a video that I'm just not seeing for the first time in 3 months of Erika Kirk visiting schools when she won Miss Arizona. Not to say that these videos weren't available or readily available somewhere, but where were they? You got scavengers like myself and other people who are searching all across all corners of the internet. And some of these clips, it was just, I'm not going to say impossible, but very close to impossible to find. But all of a sudden, it's like breadcrumbs, like little nuggets. They're being released strategically. And my ultimate point here is, I just wonder if we're supposed to be suspicious of Erika Kirk, if this attention is supposed to be placed on Erika Kirk, because what is it? Good publicity, bad publicity is still publicity. And I just wonder if they're strategically using this attention that's being placed on Erika Kirk to sort of further push other narratives, because we know she's already linked to Israel. Her family's linked to Israel from both her mom, dad, and even, I believe her grandfather's name is Kent Francevy. So I just wonder if they're using this attention to sort of push certain geopolitical narratives, such as the fact that Iran could be a threat to us, to drill that into people's minds. When again, I'm not claiming to be an expert on politics. I'm not. I'm just simply not. But do any of us really feel that Iran is a threat to America? I'm not saying that we shouldn't prepare for anyone and just be super safe and precautious and take the necessary steps to make sure that these people could never become a threat. But it just buys into these things with the Trump administration almost being a complete 180 of the way in which they marketed themselves during his campaign run, which wouldn't be a surprise when you compare it to all the other politicians. But for many reasons, people thought that Trump was different. But as we can see now, once again, if you're being objective, is Trump really any different? He is beholden to his sponsors. He's beholden to his funders and his backers, right? When someone scratch your back, you got to scratch theirs. So I just wonder if Erika Kirk and the TUSA is sort of some sort of CIA or arm of some sort of CIA governmental plan or project to further push an agenda. That's essentially what I'm just wondering here, if that's Erika Kirk's role, you know? But y'all in the comment section, this was a very quick video. I just wanted to know and just share that that's what I'm starting to suspect is going on here, which is part of the reason why Erika Kirk has, and I believe will continue to just give us all these viral clips and weird moments, and because she's aware of it. And I believe it's supposed to be happening this way, almost to make us look at Erika and not pay attention to some of the other details that may have happened on September 10th or surrounding the September 10th thing. So that's just my thoughts. Y'all up in the comment section, let me know what you all think. My plan is to have another video out by later today. I'll see y'all then. I'm Demetrius. I'll go by Didi. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Oh yeah, Didi got a podcast.